Alright guys, the whole premise of these breakdown videos is projects you can be working on right now to put yourself in a better position to be successful in the fall. And today I'm out here, got the 14-foot Hooyman extended pole saw, and we're talking about trimming lanes and kind of building on that a little bit, but also I've got to do something special in this plot to correct issues that we've ran into the last 2 years really. This is one of my favorite spots on the farm. It's one of my favorites, but for sure, without a doubt, the one that I've been the most successful with. I've killed, I don't know if it's maybe 6 bucks out of this specific spot right here, and it's because of the way that it sets up. We've got CRP field to the west where they bed during the day, this little transitional food plot, which we got to mow and spray and take care of, but then it leads into one of our larger destination food plots. The stand that we have, which is behind me here, is just awesome because on a north wind, the majority of all the traffic stays in front of us. 2 years ago, I killed a really nice buck, probably one of my best bucks out of this spot. But what he did was he slipped behind us. And for some reason, there's starting to be a trail that is going behind our stand, which is what we absolutely do not want. So we're basically gonna hinge cut a couple dead trees to drop across that trail to block it so we can eliminate that problem. And then last year, I had an opportunity at one of my shooter bucks, but I couldn't get, there are a couple limbs on ground level that were in the way, and I've never had a deer approach from that way either down here, so we got to take care of that. I've got a trail that comes in kind of right through here and curves out. You can see the stand behind me, and it curves out in front of the food plot. The path that we want deer to take is actually right here, so we don't want to block this path. But what they're kind of doing is they're coming down here, and then they're breaking off, and they're going behind us. So north wind pushes this way. If a deer comes here, breaks off this way, it's a 15-yard shot, they're dead. If they come off this way, it's 15 yards behind us and we're in trouble because they winded us. So there's a dead tree right here. We're gonna hinge cut that, I believe, to fall down there. And this is thick with some blowdown, so we don't have to worry about them kind of hedging that way. We're gonna cut that down, drop it over the path here, and then there's another tree that we're gonna drop the other way. So we're gonna cut off all their opportunities to get downwind of us. This saw is awesome. Just the way that it curves, it does make it way easier. Like, that was probably a chainsaw tree there. We're gonna trim a couple smaller branches, and it is amazing, guys. If I would have done this work last year and just trimmed a couple little tiny branches that blocked my shooting lane, it'd be the difference between me having a buck on the wall and eating a tag sandwich. So he was right in here. Pretty much just that one?
Yeah, there's just this one branch here on this side.
15 minutes in June gives you a $450 taxidermist bill, but it's worth it. So one more thing checked off the list.